What do you think the biggest challenge in scaling is? I mean, so you've got a roadmap ahead of you. You've been there. You've worked in some incredibly fast growth businesses. You've seen it before. What's the thing that sort of keeps you awake at night? Is it maintaining culture? What's the biggest issue around scaling for you think, in the future?
So I think as you go through, I mean, it's interesting. I've worked in various, as you said, startups to scale ups.
Yeah.
And you have very different front of mind. I would say front of mind strategies is more the word I would say. Like, how do you think about scale? And that very much depends on, as I said, what stage you're at. So like when I started at Revolut and started at Tide, it was right at the very, very beginning stage. You know, both companies were a handful of people in a co-location. And when you're doing that, scale is how do you get from 5 customers to 100 customers or 1,000 customers. And with both organizations, I've seen it on very high scale. Like, how do you then go to thousands of customers on a daily basis in terms of growth, and how do you deal with that? And it's been challenging. I mean, at Tide we've scaled massively during this last year, surprisingly. We've done it because I think businesses have turned to digital players during COVID, because they can't deal with like that kind of I guess the friction and the human interaction and having to go and visit your branch. They need a fully digitized solution that helps their business grow, and that's really why we've been there for them during this period, and we've seen massive growth. And it's also been scaled during lockdown as well, which is incredibly. I mean, operationally, we've scaled like 3x in the last year.
Wow.
Our operational teams, all of which these new recruits have come on board during lockdown, so they've started at home, and there's specific challenges in dealing with that.